found a team sheet from January, and let's just run through how many of them we don't have anymore, or how many of them are cropped.
Should be interesting.
Denzel.
Yeah,
He's still here. Yeah. Harry Mills.
Captain.
Shackelford.
Hamstring injury.
Joe Hicks, we know.
Double leg break. Very unfortunate.
Max Huswick.
Trapped nerve in his shoulder blade.
Alex Kelly.
Thigh strain.
Jack Batty.
MCL.
Larty Sapong.
Hamstring.
Dan Bennett.
Decided to move closer to home. Whiteleaf, on his doorstep. Can't say anything but praise for Dan.
Yeah, fair enough.
Utmost respect for us. The utmost respect for the club, the staff, the players. But the right move, probably for him at a time in his career where he wants to be nearer to his family. So let's take the opportunity.
Can't say much more than that. James Ewington, as we know.
Good move to St Albans.
Yeah.
Good money on his doorstep. I mean, I know what it's like as a local manager, how much it means to me to manage his club. So for James to go to his local team, I know how much it means to him to wear the number 9 shirt for them.
Perfect, yeah. And Cole Brown, yeah, good signing as well.
Great goal on Tuesday.
Excellent
goal
I heard,
Tuesday. Excellent goal.
Right, yeah, and the subs bench, Chiron.
Still with us.
Reece Robbins till the end of the season, hopefully.
Yes, it's a success story. I mean, you talk about James Ewington there, gone to St Albans in the Conference South. Reece Robbins signed a scholarship and a year pro with Port Vale.
Fantastic.
So it's great news for Reece.
Yeah, Sonny Black.
Knee injury.
Yeah, it was great to see him come back and then back out again.
Sonny's probably... he's been so unfortunate. So unfortunate. I mean, that boy's got so much ability, but the injuries that he's undergone over the last year, even in the promotion season last year, the lad can't put together 5-6 games without getting injured. It's so unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
So unfortunate.
Decent player, solidifies that midfield as well, so great. Marcus Mealing.
Gone back to Marlow, doing well at Marlow, bowl accounts as well, so good luck to Marcus.
Yeah, excellent. And of course Elgie from the academy.
Training with Fulham as well currently, so he's academy product, training at Fulham now 2-3 days a week, so another success, if you like.
Yeah,
with
that's
those
it.
youngsters.
Yeah, that's 4 players left out of that injury racked squad, but we've had a lot of players come in. One I was most impressed with was Grady.
Yep.
From Staines, I think it was.
Brady Melange. Yep.
And they seem to have shipped a few goals since he's left as well. So
I mean, he's been excellent for us, to be honest, and he's still a young man. He's taken a lot on his shoulders. Obviously with Max, played with Max. He's played with Harry Mills. He's played with Rob Sheridan. Rob's been on loan from Dorking, but dips in and out. Max has been struggling since the turn of the year with a trapped nerve in his shoulder blade, and he's probably made the right decision now in saying he can't. I mean, he's got a very physical job, Max. So, I mean, when he's plastering and he's sand cementing, and he's had to make a decision that's best for his own physical state.
Well, man still's got to make a living, hasn't he? So
100%. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and a few others that have come in. Quite impressed with Bradley Keach.
Yep.
I think he had a man of the match performance, even though we lost away to Wimborne. Yeah. I thought he was our player of the day. He seemed to be everywhere.
Nice to know you thought that. Fans. It's good.
Herson Alves.
Yep, on loan from Maidenhead. Alan thinks a lot of him, ex-pro at Brentford. Gone in and out at the moment. I think when you've been out for as long as what he has, and then he's only ever seen a bench, he's a young man, it takes time, regardless if you come down from the conference or not. He hasn't seen a lot of football, but Bradley's been most definitely a success since he's come in. He's played 290 minutes. He's also come on as well in the game on Tuesday night in a very tough game at Harrow Borough and set up the goal for Cole. It was a fantastic ball. It was a great ball.
Excellent.
So obviously with 10 league games to go, we spoke about this a little bit earlier on. What do you see as the sort of safety point mark?
Great question. All the managers are saying different marks, to be honest. We're currently on 37 points. I think 46 is the safe point within this division. So some are saying, and they're unsure. To be quite honest, I'm saying 46, but I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen in this division. I mean, the points tally we've already accumulated would probably be there or thereabouts safe in most other divisions if you look across the corresponding leagues. But it's a league like no other. I mean, there's 2 teams below us on 36 points in Tiverton and Dorchester, and then you've got just above us, you've got Basingstoke, Hendon, Hartley, Whitney. Just above that, you've got Beaconsfield, all the way up to Swindon. I think any of them teams can be pulled back into it. But you can't look at other teams, you just got to focus on yourself. You've got to focus on yourself and trying to get as many points as you can on the table. Although we thought we should have beat Harrow the other night with the way we performed. On paper, form-wise, everyone is saying a point's a good point, but I think if anyone watched that game on Tuesday night, I thought we deserved the 3. They had a great chance late on, but I think over the whole game, I thought we created more than the opposition, and I was really proud of the boys actually with the shift they put in.
Do we have any injury updates?
Jack Batty, season. Joe Hicks, season. So they're out for the season. When I say that, Raheem returned from fitness last week, as did Latte Sapong. Latte has had a reoccurrence of his hamstring, so we probably won't see him again for another 2 to 3 weeks, which is highly unfortunate. Taurine Roberts is back to fitness, but we're managing that very much so at the moment. Just obviously coming back after quite a hard knee injury, to be quite honest. I mean, he's come back, and we've managed his minutes on Tuesday night. We had to take him off the last 25 minutes. He played 90 in the cup, but we wanted to try and get him through that because we thought the 90 would be extremely important, and he's extremely important for us as well. Max Huswick, it's just so unfortunate for him. I mean, one thing Max is he's a trier. He cares. He loves the club. His mum comes down to games. Right. His family take a real interest in the club, and it's really sad to see Max have to stop playing, because having a trapped nerve in your shoulder blade for as long as what he has and continuing to play, it's hard for the lad, because he has to then go to work. He's got a very physical job. Okay. So I think he's made the best decision in his own personal interests, and for me as a friend of his as well, it's the right decision not to play for the rest of the year, to try and get himself right, because his work will be affected by the injury as well. But highly unfortunate for us to lose our vice captain.
Yeah. So we've lost our captain and our vice captain.
Yes.
So we've lost some vital players this year.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about any movement now? Have we got many players coming in? Have you got any players coming out?
Tom Tolfrey's come in on a loan from Dorking, as is Jerome Beckles. They've been, Mark's been excellent, the relationship with Mark. It's a relationship of which we can trust. And what we can do with Mark is, we can talk football. We can talk football and what's best for Dorking and what's best for Walton Casuals, because he's got a big squad there of talented football players that are going to need minutes. We've also had Rob Sheridan from there, who's done a fantastic job for us, but Rob will obviously dip in and out. Murray's Patish, we've welcomed from Braintree. Already Murray's is getting phone calls that I'm aware of from players and other managers, which obviously you catch wind of, because myself and Murray's have got a good relationship. He's obviously going to tell me. He's coming in. We're looking to seal 2 further signings before the start of next week, because just making sure we have a good squad intact moving forward, obviously into March, April, beginning of May, semi-final, quarter-final, and a very important 10 games to go. Very important. One that very much shapes the destiny of this football club.
So obviously we've got Farnborough on Saturday, tomorrow. And any surprises? Maybe a change that you can tell us, or are we keeping that a secret?
It's to be honest, it's pretty much common knowledge to a lot of people, the players that we brought in, and anyone that does their research, managers or board members from the other clubs, will be able to see who's been put through the system and who we signed. We'll be looking to, as I said, two new faces, maybe 3 next week. All experienced boys that have played at the level, understand the level, and it's all part of learning. I mean, I'm very honest in saying I'm 35 years of age, my 4th season in management, and I'm learning. I've just brought in Justin Skinner on the coaching staff. Justin has played in the top flight in Scotland, played professional here and worked with me at Chelsea and Millwall. He's 50 years of age. He knows his football. I brought him in last week as well, because I think the management side is just as important as the playing side, and you need as many good people in the building as possible. So it's nervous times for a lot of people at the football club, and there's a lot of nervous people, but I'm going to embrace it. and work as hard as we possibly can to do the best job we can.
Have you got a word about the fans so far this season, and especially in the recent weeks?
It's special at the moment. It's I think in times in need, if you like. There's people that will stop supporting the football club. There's people that will stop coming to games, and it's natural in football. You know, if you're doing well, people want to come and watch games and be around it, and it's the way football is, all the way up from Premier League down to combined counties. But there's been a regular set of fans that have been coming, that have been cheering every week. I mean, the boys behind the goal, the young lads have been absolutely tremendous. I mean, week in, week out, they sing my name out, which, you know, every time when someone sings your name, it puts goose pimples on the back of your neck, whether it's 3 people or whether there's 1,000 people, it doesn't matter. To know people think a lot of you and a lot of the players and a lot of the club, it means everything. As I said to you before, I'm a local Walton boy that, you know, wants the best for this club. And on top of that, you've got John and the boys behind the goal. It's a great mixture of seniors and juniors that sing Walton, you know, sing the Stags every week. And the Stags noise you hear, you know, John come behind the dugout the other day before the Wimborne game, and I was having a sip of water. I ended up laughing, but the energy and passion that the fans have got is infectious, and that energy and passion is going to be required from players, management, staff, board, everyone for the last 10 games. And it's one big push, because I tell you one thing, you know, and if we do stay in this division, which I'm confident we will this year, there's been a hell of a lot of learning that's gone on by everyone, fans, board, players, management, you name it. We've learnt an awful lot, geographically, tactically, technically, and we'll all be better for it next year, and that includes me. I've done a lot of learning as well, so keep supporting us, get behind us, because trust me, it's greatly appreciated, and it's something that is noticed by the players, especially by the management. So come on, you Stags.